Hey everyone, Nostalgiasby here with a book update. It's going to be just a quick video because I've only got two books, and they're not the originals from my childhood, I'm afraid. But the first one is, it says the Tabitha stories, but back when I was a kid it was just called Tabitha. It's by A.N. Wilson, and it's basically a slice of life book about a cat and her adventures living in, I don't know, her house where she's adopted. So Tabitha's on the front cover. I believe in the background that's her dad, Pufftail. And I discovered this book while browsing. Oh, I should probably blur that part out. I discovered this book in the Olean Public Library while just casually browsing. And the title caught my eye because Tabitha, I hope this doesn't get me sued or anything, but Tabitha was the name of a girl from Awana that I hated. And I don't know why I chose to check out and read the book anyway, but I'm glad I did. So obviously that was a library copy, and this is not the original. The one in Olean was a hardcover. This is obviously a paperback. And I just bought it on Amazon. I was surprised to find out how thin it is. Look at how thin it is. Like, when I first got the package, I figured what it had to be. But I was like, is there anything in here? Because it feels like there's just like a sheet of cardboard in here. But no, it's a really thin paperback book. It's just, it's so much shorter than I remember. But then again, when you're a kid, everything seems big and long. So I'm a cat lover, so of course I love this book, and I don't know how many times I checked it out. But I liked it, and so now I have my own copy, after years and years of it. I think I also borrowed it from the library in Minnesota at least once, but I'm not sure. But their catalog, the Minnesota Library catalog, it was called SELCO, Southeastern Libraries Cooperating or something like that. They had a lot of stuff, like the best variety that I've ever seen. Because nowadays we live in, well, we lived in Maryland for a while, and now we live in North Carolina. We've moved. And you can barely find anything on the library catalogs here. It's so depressing. Anyway, so the second one is The Lion King by Gina Ingaglia, or however you pronounce it, I'm not sure. Never heard it pronounced out loud, I've only read it. So this was a book that we actually owned when I was a kid. I think my older brother gave it to us, but I'm not sure. He gave it to like me and my two younger brothers. So yeah, I thought it was so cool because look how long it is. Like, it's not just a 5-page story that outlines every basic plot point like a lot of storybooks are. Like, there's a lot of detail and stuff. So I just thought it was the greatest thing ever when I was a kid. And then one time we took the book on a road trip and left it on the floor of the van, and it got, you know, when you have a lot of kids it gets really messy. And when we got back from the trip and started emptying out the van, we found the book destroyed. Like, pages were ripped out. It was a mess. So we had to throw it out, and I was pretty devastated. But I also got this one, well, I got this one from eBay. I was going to say also from eBay, but this one was from Amazon. So now I've got a copy of it again. It takes me maybe half an hour to read, I'm not sure. Half an hour to an hour, depending on how fast you go. I also thought the illustrations were really cool, so yep. So there's another book that we used to own as a kid, got destroyed, but now I've got another copy. Oh yes, and get this. My younger brothers, both of them, do not remember it. I don't know how long we had it. It may have been a shorter time than I remember, because, you know, when you're a kid, everything is big and everything is long. And it seems everything goes on for a really long time when it might only go on for a week or so. So yeah, I asked my brothers about this, and neither of them remembered it, but I remembered it, and my mom remembered it, so it was really weird. But I have my own copy now. It was like, I think less than $4 on eBay, so it was a pretty good deal. I also used a gift card, so you know. Not a lot of money spent, and then, of course, this one, I can't remember how much this one cost, but it wasn't much, and I probably used gift card for it. Anyway, so that's my book update, Tabitha and The Lion King.